Woo. What is up, everyone? So right now we're at LIU, Long Island University. Shout out to Anthony. And we're going to be reviewing some shoes. So a quick voiceover recap of the Renew Run 2 and the Infinity Run 2. I have used both for about 3 years now, and I have ran over 200 miles as well as walking over 200 more on either shoe. You can see the increased wear and tear on the Infinity Run more than the Renew because of the lighter and thinner materials used to save weight. In comparison to the thicker materials on the Renew Run, both shoes were very breathable. However, I felt my foot getting a lot hotter in the Renew Run because of that thicker knitting. I've ran a variety of styles and in all weather in both shoes. They both held up fine. Per comfort, the Renew Run are a lot more firm and you get a lot more impact back on your joints. You can see that thick outsole. It really doesn't do much. Also, obviously, the thick midsole, it's thicker actually than the Infinity Run, but it's very, very firm in comparison to any other foam I've ever ran in. The shoe is really just made for beginners on a budget, and that's exactly what you get. I really do not like running more than 5 miles on the Renew Run. In comparison, I've really enjoyed the ranges and distance that I've been able to run in the Infinity Runs. The shoe has a perfect balance between plush and responsiveness. Even after roughly 600 plus miles in the shoe, it still sits really comfortably. And yes, although it's a lot more worn down and less structured, it still kicks ass through and through. So based on two rating systems, one personal to me and one comparing it to the market, I'm going to rate the Renew Run, which are our black shoes, a 6.5 for its personal rating and a 4 to 10 against the market. It's a very blocky and firm shoe that never seems to let up no matter how many miles, but it does get the job done in those beginning stages, and you get what you pay for, and depending on what you use it for, it's completely usable. Otherwise, once you ramp up mileage, I think it's honestly a risk for injury. On the other hand, we have the Infinity Run 2. After 200 miles, I still rated a 9 out of 10 for our personal rating and a high 8 out of 10 against competitor shoes on the market. I think it's a very underrated Nike running shoe, and especially with its reliability and versatility as a daily trainer. Even bringing it into some 5Ks, like yes, there are better options, but it has done such an amazing job, and both shoes have been very consistent in their output. So that wraps up our quick review. If you want more details on these shoes, go to our previous video that I will link below. Thanks.
You just have to endure.